Yep, 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 yep. Yep, 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 yep. Mhm. As it's getting hot, it's gonna fairly, fairly as usual. As it dey hot, won't go no fairly, fairly. Getting hot, as it dey hot, won't go no fairly, 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 fairly. Yip, 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 yip. As it's getting hot, it's gonna fairly, fairly. As it's getting hot, it's gonna fairly, fairly. Today, I'm going to talk about uh apostle or prophet or which one they are calling calling him. Apostle prophet Chibuzor. That's the philanthropist pastor we all believe in him. I in fact when he started doing all this charity work, I fell in love with him. I posted most of his video because I thought, oh, if we can see man of God doing this, then we should encourage him. And I posted his video then many times. But that doesn't mean that if he do something bad, then we should sip our mouth. No, we are still going to talk about it. Because most of these people behind all this charity, let me push my hair back so it doesn't bother me too much. Most of the people behind this charity, you look at them deeply. When you are very close to them, you know one way or the other, they have involved their hand in one evil. And they are now trying to use charity to cover up. So that is why we are not going to pretend as if we don't know, or we allow his charity to cover his evil acts. It's like blessing two people and destroying five people's life. That is how the charity works. It's better you don't do charity. Let me tell you, it's not acceptable by God. If you think, oh, when you do evil, you will use it to bless others, and based on that, God will forgive you, the evil will not be counted against you, you are wasting your time. It's going to be counted against you. You're going to suffer it. Your great, great, great unborn children will suffer it. You are just laying curses. It's better you live with the little one God bless you with than to have so much in an evil way and use it to bless people. Kò ṣiṣẹ́. It doesn't work like that. Gbogbo ìkà tó bá ṣe pátápátá ló máa kéré ẹ̀ láìkọ ẹyọ kan. Ó máa jẹ gbogbo ẹ̀ pátápátá lórí ilẹ̀ alààyè. Àwọn ọmọ ẹ máa jẹ ńbẹ̀. Àwọn great grandchildren ẹ máa jẹ ńbẹ̀. Tó bá wù ẹ́, máa deceive ara ẹ. Kò fi pé maybe when you do evil, you now bless people, you turn yourself to philanthropist, you turn yourself to share, to giver, people are praising you. That is worldly praises. What about heavenly praises? Do you receive any heavenly praises? No. So it's better you use the little one God blesses you with to bless others, no matter how small it is, than to destroy people's life and think you can use it to bless people, and based on that, you are forgiven. No, you will suffer and your great grandchildren will suffer. When you check the root of these people, there was one of my posts, I really talk about this. I said, is all gift a blessing? Not all gift is a blessing. It's a blessing when it comes from your real hard working money. When it comes from God blessings to you. But when it comes from evil ways, when it comes from devil, no, it's going to affect you. But because you are not partake of it, God will take all the gifts away from you. You can't use it for anything. But because you are not part of it, you are not going to suffer for it. That same person who blesses you with is the person that will suffer for it. Is every blood that comes out of him or her will pay for it. But because you are not his blood, you are not our blood, then you are free. But all those gifts, devil will come and pack it away from you. You can't use it for anything good. So it's better you live with the peanuts that you have and allow God to bless you. Let me wave my people on IG, on Instagram. I'm waving you. You are welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So God is still going to take everything from you. It can never be useful for you. So today I'm going to talk about Prophet Chibuzor with all the videos, all the noise that has been going on, and he's trying to use charity to cover up. When he first came out, I saw him, he collapsed, looking for people's sympathy. These ladies cannot tell lie against you. Forget about it. A lot of people came outside, it's a lie, is this. I know even if they carry your mama, butcher your mama, you will still say it's a lie. You won't believe it until it happens to you. They butcher you, you are inside grave. That is when you will say, oh, these people are really saying truth. There are a lot of people like that. They believe in money, 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 money. They don't believe in any other thing apart from money. As long as it comes to social media, giving, helping people, whatever evil he commits is a lie. It's a lie against him. He's a man of God. He's a good man. He's a philanthropist. He's good. He's this. He's that. Now, there's a lot of video I'm going to start with, and then I will analyze it one by one. Let's start with the first one, where this lady, one of them who is bold enough, confess. Because why I use the word bold enough is it's take the grace of God for her to come out, for her to even bring out her face that I'm doing this with a big apostle, a known apostle nationwide, to come out and say it, and even come out that you have a child for him. So I will use the word is bold enough, but the spirit in her is the one that pushed her out, because God says it is time for Chibuzor to be exposed. Oh, ye my children, all of you worship Chibuzor, all of you love him because he's doing this, he's doing that, but do you know the evil act he's doing behind? Sleeping with all those your young girls. Everybody, you can have girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever, but sleeping with all those your young girls, so definitely is using them for something. Because a mature man like that, even if you want to have a girlfriend, then you should go for your age mate. Or if you don't want to go for your age mate, you want to have a young girl, then you should have only one. Not sleeping with all the young girls you keep in your house, pretend to be taking care of them, not knowing that you are molesting them, not knowing that you are using them for rituals. So definitely you should know it's not an ordinary high. He is using them for rituals. Let me wave you on my IG. Please share, comment, like my post. Share, comment, and like my post. Share, comment, and like my post. Your comment is welcome, but no abuse. I don't accept abuse or curse on my page. You can comment. If what I'm saying is not right, you have right. I have right to my own opinion. You have right to your opinion, but you don't have right to abuse and comment. Are you here? We cannot see things in the same way. We are different. The way I see it might be different from your own, but that doesn't mean you should come and raise curses or abuse on people's page. Not only my page, in our page. Go, come there to comment, say your own opinion, but don't curse or abuse anybody. Now I'm going to start with the first one that I want you to listen to, and I will analyze it one by one.
In this situation, what if I get pregnant? He said, is he a child? That he won't let me get pregnant. I said, it's not about being a child. Pregnancy can happen. So if you're saying you won't let me, it's the same thing that you have to use protection, whatever will happen, if at all anything will happen.
That's the confession of the lady that came out.
Expecting to go and get protection. What will he tell people he wants to use it for? Imagine if he's going outside. I said, if that is the case, I will buy it for you. I asked him for money. He gave me 10,000 naira cash that day. And then I went out. I went to everyday supermarkets and I bought him a pack of Durex.
I hope you are listening, no?
Yes.
Durex, that's
Came back to the house. Yes, came back to the house, gave it to him. He was just looking at me and I left. So the next day, he was actually still asking. I have thought about the whole thing because honestly, it's not like I haven't been in a relationship, but someone like him, who he is, the threats, the fear. I was not aware if he had a dirty lifestyle I did not know before now. So I did not know what to be scared of. I didn't know, like, my head was full. So when people are asking,
that's the convention of
so
the
it wasn't a
lady.
rape. So when I thought about this whole thing, I said, okay. I told him, fine, if this is what you want, no problem. But on one condition, I don't ever want to get pregnant. He said yes.
Now, let me analyze the words of your mouth, little lady or the young girl that is coming out to confess against him. Now, you are very, very wrong. Why you are very, very wrong is those God will send to you that will bless you will never, never do any harm to you. When someone wants to harm you and is hiding all that, I want to bless you, I will do this for you, I will do that for you, then definitely you know it's not from God, it's from the pit of hell. You, according to you, you are 80 years. When that man comes to you like that, definitely you too, you were expecting it. Why do you go and buy condom? It did not tie you down. It did not force you. Thank God in one of your videos you said it wasn't a rape. So it was not a rape. I too will blame you. You see him as a man of God and you see him coming to you for that kind of a thing. What were you supposed to do? You're supposed to run away from him. If you don't know him, you will live and survive. If you don't know him at all, you will live and survive. So if he's threatening you, you don't have to agree with him. So you are at fault there.
Heard me, I should stop preaching. That do I even see him like someone who will not be able to take care of his child if anybody get pregnant for him? I said, okay, thank God you're the one saying this. So the relationship started. It wasn't once, it wasn't twice. He kept demanding
So
for sex.
definitely it's both of you.
So he had his way.
Yes, he had his way.
He doesn't have
And
his
at
way,
this
he's
single
agreed.
time, he refuses to use the protection.
You went to go and buy condom for
And
him,
I
so
made
definitely
sure
you
I
accept.
always reminded him. I said, I asked you to use protection and you're always refusing. He said, I am in his house and I cannot call the shots. I can't tell him what to do in his house. So he called the shots and he decides what happened. And I kept telling him, don't get me pregnant and expect me to go for abortion, because I will not. Yeah. I told him this. He said I should stop preaching. I said, no problem. He kept having his way. I picked up my phone when I woke up that morning and then I put on my data and I was getting messages. So a particular message got my attention. This message came with his picture. And it was the picture, it was the same picture as his profile picture then on Facebook.
Who is that?
Apostle Chibuzor.
Okay.
So I was like, could Daddy send me a message in the night? Oh, let me see what it is. So I clicked on the message. At first, I thought maybe because I know so many people use these pictures for their profile picture. So when I clicked on it, it took me to his page. Then I came back to the message. And what was there was, see me later today, we need to talk. That was the content of the message.
Can you remember the date the message was sent? Is it possible?
I can't remember the dates, but this was between March, April 2019.
Okay, was this sent to the same Facebook you're using now or what?
No. That my Facebook account was hacked a long time ago.
Okay.
Yes. So he now sent me that message. So when I saw that message, in my mind I was like, why did he have to send me a message when once this morning I'll still get to see him and everything? But I didn't think about it that much and I did not reply to that message. So I just let it be. By morning when everybody had woken up, freshened up, and everyone gets to see. So normally when the children are done taking their breakfast, they are always with him. So sometimes they're with him in his room. So when I was done with what I was doing that morning,
I'm sure those innocent children who cannot talk,
he answered me and
they
I
will
was
have
like,
something to say about it.
I didn't hide to say it to him. The children were there, and I said it. Daddy, I saw your message. You said I should see you. I hope I did not do anything wrong. So he actually signaled for me to be quiet.
He did that.
Yes. And inside me, I wasn't a child. So I felt somehow about that. But I still do not want to think much because of who he is.
Who is?
And then he now asked the children, who wants to swim? Everybody were like, me, I want to swim. So he now said, okay, all of you can go and swim. So yes, there's a swimming pool in his house. So I had to join the children. I say, me, so I want to swim. Or I joined the children to leave. And he was like, everybody except Lovett.
That's you.
Yes. Sorry. Amen. Go, try to give you biscuits.
I think that's the child for Apostle Chibuzor.
Everybody except Lovett. And I stayed back. At some point, I felt scared. And then the children left. He asked me to sit. At this point, it was just me and him in his room. I felt somehow, and I asked him, Daddy, this one is only me and you. I hope nothing is wrong, or did I do anything wrong? He was like, no, don't be scared. So he asked me to sit, and I did. He asked me to switch off my phone. I was still feeling somehow because I wasn't understanding. Like, before that day, there has never been any sign whatsoever that I have never behaved in any bad way whatsoever to him in the house. So, to me, I felt somehow, but then I had to sit. And then he was just looking at me. I was like, Daddy, why are you looking at me? Is there a problem? Did I do anything wrong? He said no, that he wanted to talk to me. I said, okay. He now started talking. He was saying different things in parables, saying different things. I now said, the way more he was talking, I was feeling scared. I was not scared, not like maybe I haven't heard those words before. I was scared because it was coming from him.
From words like what?
Like words, okay. Like what was he saying?
The first thing he said was that he wants to talk to me, but that he wants to make an instance. That let us say that I always eat banana. Whenever I am done eating, I always eat. They will give me banana to eat. So after a while, they stopped giving me this banana.
So what will you do?
So one day, after so many years, I see this banana from somebody, and I want to eat it. Cannot buy this banana. But I really want this banana. That's myself in such situation.
With banana.
Yes. And I spoke that, please. He said, if I find myself in such
situation, I really commend this man that did this interview, because to me, he came out to help people. A lot of people will be scared of him. They won't want to grant this interview.
Sorry?
But thank God for his life. He was able to damn all consequences and go ahead with the interview. Because the first time this lady came out, it's like they tried to quench the fire.
And I was like,
they tried to quench the fire. The first time this lady came out. I've
seen the banana I want to eat, but I cannot buy it. I'll simply ask the person that is with banana to give it to me. He now said, okay.
By then, you're supposed to know that this man is after something.
It's very difficult for that person to give it to me.
Tell him, I don't know anything about banana or whatever you are talking about, sir.
I just have to beg first. Since I can't buy it, I just have to beg first. So he kept.
How old were you then?
I think I was 18 then.
18 years, okay.
Yes. So I kept asking.
18 years. You two, you are grown enough to even stand this man, to even be listening to this man. When he's talking about banana or whatever he's talking about, you just tell him, I don't know anything about banana. I don't even understand your parable, sir. I'm still young for it. You let him know that you are still very, very young. That you should call an elderly person and tell his parable to that person. Maybe that person will understand. So you don't even have to listen to him from the beginning. So definitely, you two, you are behind this supposed to from the beginning. Let's continue.
He kept asking questions based on it. So at some point, I was getting frustrated because I did not want to assume where he was going to. I now asked him, I said, Daddy, please, the question is too much. Tell me what it is. Like, is there something you want to say you're not able to say or something? Just say it. Let me hear. He now said, okay, that he wants me to do something for him. this thing it will be very difficult for me to do it. But he knows that if I want to do it, I can do it. So at that point, he was not shifting somewhere else. I was like, Daddy, I've not seen you beg somebody for help before. So if you ever need help, I don't think anybody will reject you from giving you help because you always help everybody. He now said, okay, now that's okay. Let him tell me what it is. That what if he asks me to go into a relationship with him? That what will I say? At that point, my assumption, everything that was in my head came to the conclusion and everything.
You know his wife.
I was confused. I didn't know what to answer, not because of what he said, but because it was coming from him. I was already sweating. There was
is it your God?
I was sweating.
It's not your God.
At the same time. So I was like, I don't understand. But Daddy, you know, there is somebody I want to get married to, and you're aware. So why are you actually asking me to do something like this? Why will you ask me to do something like this? What will I tell him? He said you don't have to tell him. He doesn't have to know. You just keep it between us.
So at 18, you already have someone you want to get married to? As at 18, you already have someone you want to get married to? As at 18, when your mates are still looking for how to go to university or poly or do something for themselves, you already have someone. So marriage is the next thing for you at the age of 18. And you are proud of it that as at 18, you already had someone you want to get married to at 18. When you don't even know what future holds, when you have not even built your tomorrow, you're already thinking of getting married. So definitely this lady, you are a bad child. You are a bad child. I think Apostle Chibuzor have seen it in you. Maybe I've seen something spiritual in you. Or maybe I've seen it in you that you are this. That's why he called your attention to it. Because at this age, you're supposed to be thinking of what you're going to eat in future. What do you want to become in your life at 18? Not thinking of getting married, not even having someone you already want to get married to.
Even if you're asking me to go into a relationship with you, what kind of relationship exactly? He said I should come on, I should stop talking like I'm a child. Why am I talking like I don't know what? I said, no, I don't want to assume. You have to say what you want. So what kind of a relationship are you talking about? He said, okay, since I want him to say it, that he is actually looking for a sexual relationship. I said, that you
someone who has a wife.
I said that Apostle Chibuzor.
Okay, allegedly.
Yes.
Okay.
He said that
someone who already has a wife.
He has flesh and blood running in his vein. In my head.
He was saying this to you.
Yes. In my head, I was trying to comprehend, like, where this whole idea or whatever it was coming from. So I told him, I said, what if I say no? What if I say no? I want to say no. I don't want to do it. He said, just know that you cannot say no. You know me already. I do not take no for an answer. In fact, he got angry at that moment and said, why do you even think you can say no? You can't say no. I cannot take no for an answer. Who do you even think you are to want to say no to me? People, you do know how many ladies that at my beck and call.
But to be honest, as he said, this lady, her mouth is too sharp. Her mouth is too sharp. And I believe that that is how you will be in your real life. Because all these things that you are saying is too much for your age. When he said that, where are the elders in the church? Did you bother to report him to the elders in the church? No. Let's continue.
But it's just because I can't go to outside to start doing nonsense. I cannot do this because of who I am. This one, a general oversight. I'm bringing myself down to ask you for something like this, and you're saying no. Who do you think you are? You cannot say no. I was like, wow. But I still want to know, what if I say no? What to come with it? He said, in that case, be ready to leave my house. And if you're leaving my house, don't think that I will let you go just like that. Because I know people will start asking you, because people know I like you very well and that you are my daughter. So if you leave my house without you committing any crime, people will start asking questions. And I know you will talk. So if you leave my house, don't think I'll just let you go like that.
Then you call the elders. Since it's threatening you, you call the elders. That sense and that brain that you have to understand the parable of your pastor when he was using banana as sample for you. That same sense and that brain, and as smart as you are, because the way you talk, I can see that you are a very smart lady. As smart as you are, what were you supposed to do? You go to the elders. You've already made up your mind that you are leaving, that you don't want to succumb to his to what he wants from you. You don't want to do it. Then the next thing, and he's threatening you that if you leave, he's not going to allow you to leave. Then the next thing, you go and meet the elders. You are part of the church. You know how to get to the elders and report the incident to the elders and let them know you don't want to make any problem with him. You just want to leave and be free. And you don't want to be part of his nonsense, but you want to live and be free. This you're coming out now after you've already given him a shite, and you have already affect your life in one way or the other because you're already a baby mama to a pastor. Is it not too late? This sharp mouth that is coming out is too late. You'll have used this your smartness and this your sharp mouth then with him. Let's continue.
To me, that was a threat. It was a threat to me.
Allegedly, if it's what he said is a threat, yes.
Yes. So I don't know if I should say I thought about this whole thing. I could not think about it. I just told him that please, I wanted to sleep. This thing was on a Saturday evening. I told him, please, I needed to sleep. I've heard you and I will think about it.
I remember the month.
Sorry?
I remember the month and the year.
This was in 2019, between March and April.
Okay.
Yes. I left his room that day. He was calling me back and I left his room. I went to my room where we do sleep with other children. I couldn't think. I don't know, I did not know what to do at that point, and I was
No.
I tried my best to avoid him throughout that day. So the next day, we all went to church. I was in church and he was on the altar preaching. I wasn't seeing him. Everything I was seeing was the things he was saying into my head. They keep sounding, they keep coming back, but I was just on my own. I was just there. Nobody knew what I was going through.
You went to church, everything you were seeing was like...
I said, I will not.
Okay. Let's continue.
Yes, he said I should abort it. I told him I will not abort it. I made it bodyguard. Right? Clear to you.
You said you will not abort it, and he said you must abort it. So before we get to where you said you will not abort it, let's continue.
That Sunday, I tried my possible best to avoid him, and then on Monday he sent for me.
Oh no!
You welcome.
On Monday he sent for me.
Welcome on my high G.
Love that is calling you.
Welcome on my YouTube too.
If I tell them to go and tell him that,
thank you.
What will I be explaining to them?
Love, share,
so I just
and like.
And I went to meet him. He was like, "Are you still thinking? I'm sure you've made up your mind about this whole thing, that he doesn't know what I'm thinking about. After all, it's not like I'm a virgin. After all, that if I just agree, whatever I wanted, he will give me. Is it house? What is it that he cannot give me? Money. I'm planning for my wedding. He was going to give me the best wedding in Port Harcourt. He was going to do this. He started saying so many things.
At 18, you were planning wedding.
When he finished
when you were not in Ile Hausa.
I am aware.
Oh, in Ile Hausa, don't you feel almost 10 years?
It is going to be a hidden relationship, right? He said yes. I said fine. In this situation, what if I get pregnant? He said, is he a child? That he won't let me get pregnant. I said, it's not about being a child. Pregnancy can happen. So if you're saying you won't let me, it's the same thing that you have to use protection. Whatever will happen, if at all anything will happen. He said, but how do I expect him to go and get protection? What will he tell people he wants to use it for? Imagine if he's going outside. I said, if that is the case, I will buy it for you. I asked him for money. He gave me 10,000 naira.
Me, your mama, I don't even use condom. I've never used condom.
I went out. I went to
every your mama.
And I bought him a pack of T-Rex.
I don't even know.
Yes.
I never use condom because I know they work anyhow where they will use condom for me. You go at 18 years to go and buy condom.
So the next day, he was actually still asking. I have thought about the whole thing because honestly, it's not like I haven't been in a relationship, but someone like him.
Same guy that you are
This
with
is the same guy. One of his bodyguards, one of his goons, is that how they're planning to finish me? Because I didn't understand. So I inquired as to, are you serious about this?
No.
He came back to the house that Sunday. I tried my possible best to avoid him, and then on Monday he sent for me.
Oh no.
On Monday he sent for me.
That same church you
That
go to,
children
that is where you
came
will
and
report to
that
the
this,
elders.
Auntie Lovett, that is calling you. I what will I tell the children?
Although you have already bought condom, so
what
you
will I
are
be
ready for
explaining to
it.
them? So I just stood
Buying
up and I went to
condom
meet
means
him.
you are ready
Was
for
like,
it.
Are you still thinking? I'm sure you've made up your mind about this whole thing, that he doesn't know what I'm thinking about. After all, it's not like I'm a virgin. That's after all, that if I just agree, whatever I wanted, he will give me.
That is
Is
what.
it house? What is it that he cannot give me? Money. I'm planning for my wedding. He was going to give me
Yeah,
the best
that
wedding
is
in
the
Port
reason
Harcourt.
why
Was
you
going
go
to
buy
do this,
condom.
started saying so many things. I was just looking at him.
For worldly things
When
at
he
your
finished
age,
talking,
at
I asked him,
18.
I said, I am aware
At
that
18
if I agree to
years.
this, it is going to be a hidden relationship, right? He said, yes. I said, fine.
You even plan
In this
with him.
situation, what if I get
And you
pregnant?
come out that you
He
have
said, is he
baby
a
for
child?
him.
That he won't let me get pregnant. I said, it's not about being a child. Pregnancy can happen.
You come out
So
that
if
you
you're
have
saying you
baby
won't
for
let
him,
me,
something that you are already
it's the
planned,
same
waiting
thing
for.
that you have to use protection. Whatever will happen, if at all anything will happen. He said, but how do I expect him to
At
go and
my
get
age,
protection? What will he tell
no
people he
man
wants
has
to use
ever
it for?
used
Imagine if you're going
condom
outside.
for me.
I said,
I've
if that
never
is the
even
case,
buy
I will buy it
condom
for you.
above 50. At
I
your
asked
age,
him for money.
18,
He gave me
you
10,000
already
naira
go
cash
no
that
condom,
day.
even to the extent to go and buy for a man to
And
use
then
for you.
I went out. I went to everyday supermarkets, and I bought him a pack of Durex.
A pack of Durex.
Yes.
So you are ready
Durex,
for the
that's
business.
funny.
Not even one piece,
Yes,
it's a
came
pack
back to
of
the house,
Durex.
gave it to him.
This guy.
He was just looking at me, and I left.
Crook.
So the next day, he was actually still asking. I have thought about the whole thing because honestly, it's not like I haven't been in a relationship, but someone like him.
I can tell you that you better.
When he finished talking, I asked him, I said, I am aware that if I agree to this, it is going to be a hidden relationship, right? He said, yes. I said, fine. In this situation, what if I get pregnant?
Very
He said,
smart
is he a child?
and
That he won't let me get pregnant. I said, it's not about being
in
a child.
fact,
Pregnancy can
very
happen.
smooth voice.
So if you're
Very
saying you won't let
smart.
me, it's the
I
same
don't know.
thing
You can
that
just
you
fall
have to
into
use
this trap
protection.
because
Whatever
of worldly things.
will happen, if at all anything will
You
happen.
destroy your
He
marriage,
said,
you
but
destroy
how do I
your
expect
life
him to go and get protection? What will he tell people he wants to use it for? Imagine if he's going
because
outside.
of money.
I said, if that is the case, I will buy it for you. I asked him for money. He gave me 10,000 naira cash that day. And then I went out. I went to everyday supermarkets
To go and buy.
and I bought him a pack of Durex. Yes.
Durex, that's
Came back
funny.
to the house. Yes, came back to the house, gave it to him. He was just looking at me and I left. So the next day, he was actually still asking. I have thought about the whole thing because honestly, it's not like I haven't been in a relationship, but someone like him, who he is.
Why did you accept someone like him? Why did you accept?
But you refuse.
Why?
So this is the consequences of it, and I will not abort.
This was when she's already
come to even
pregnant
think
after
of it,
so many.
Day before yesterday was my wedding, and you're asking me to go for an abortion 2 days later. What if I don't get pregnant again? He said, don't worry. After the abortion, I'll pray for you. I said, I don't want.
That was when
yes,
got pregnant and wanted
said,
to
I
do
don't
the
want.
abortion. I want to pray for you. You can see.
And that was it. I
This
left him because he wanted to make an issue. Yeah.
This is what the so-called GOs, prophet, woli, all those, this is what they breed. This is what is giving them power. This is what is giving them crowd of nowadays. And you people will continue to be worshiping them and to be following them. You can imagine a man of God encouraging a young girl to go and do abortion and said, after you do the abortion, I will pray for you. When Jesus Christ, that you were, you call yourself disciples of Jesus Christ or disciples of God. When Jesus Christ came to preach it, did you see him encouraging people to go and do abortion? Was it written inside Bible? So why will you say, okay, go and do it, I will pray for you? My people perish for lack of knowledge. Let's continue to listen.
About it. What if you now have the baby and people get to know? I said, are you even thinking about my own life at all? What if something happens to me? He said, after all, you're not the first. So many people must still die. Is it you that will not come and die? I didn't answer him. I just walked out and I left him.
It's called gift chinyere.
Yeah.
It's Chibuzor.
That's the video.
So he reported to the church board. So they will have been holding meeting and looking for a way to make him go for a DNA test. According to his barrister, he has always refused that he doesn't want to go for a DNA test. They said no.
It's be avoiding
The
DNA
barrister
test.
he told him, come. If these children are saying
Ordinary
you
poor
got
person,
them pregnant,
ordinary poor people will go for DNA test. So why are you avoiding DNA test? Why? Is it that you don't have the money? If you don't have anything to do with these girls, you go for DNA test. All what you need now is all this video they are placing outside. You just post the DNA test for everybody to see that they are telling lie against you. Why are you refusing DNA test, Chibuzor? I so much love you, like you. Even when these boys came out, those dancing boys, when they came out, they were like trying to fight with you. I said no, that you're a man of God. I don't know you are like
he said
this.
I should stop preaching. I said no problem. He kept having his, and at each single time he refuses to use the protection.
So you continue.
Are you serious?
And I made sure I always reminded him. I said, I asked you to use protection and you're always refusing. He said, I am in his house and I cannot call the shots. I can't tell him what to do in his house. So he called the shots and he decides what happened. And I kept telling him, don't get me pregnant and expect me to go for abortion. Because I will not.
But you were doing it without the condom. And woman, you will get pregnant.
I said, no problem. He kept having his way. Now, this whole thing started in March.
When you say kept having his way, what do you mean by that?
When I mean that, he kept demanding for sex.
Was it? Yes. Did it happen? Did he sleep with you?
Thank you. I'm waving you back.
Sleeping with me without protection.
Okay.
Welcome.
So, meanwhile, the guy I was supposed to marry
Thank you, my YouTube
planning for the marriage.
My YouTube subscribers, share, like, comment.
And I told him, I said, please.
Let's talk we are learning every day. We are learning every day.
And I'm having an affair with
and the young one coming are learning too. That is the purpose of this.
In the church. I don't think
analyzing all these videos for people to learn from other people's mistakes. If it happens to you, what are you going to do?
I don't want to go ahead with this
exactly what we're trying to do. We're not trying to ridicule him, to make jest of him, or to tell lie against him. We are working based on the material they provide. Words of their mouths.
I don't want to go ahead with the marriage. This guy is an usher in your church. What do you think? So after the end of the day, after this whole affair and everything, I get married to this guy, and then I'll go to church and I'll be looking at the both of you. I don't want to put myself in this.
You still even want to continue with the church self.
So I couldn't keep quiet about it. I went to church that week. I met this guy. I told him, please, I don't want to go ahead with this marriage. I'm calling it off. Yes. The guy pled up and said one man was deceiving me. Somebody wants to take me. He's not going to let me go. He has prayed. God told him and his wife, this and that. Was saying stuff. I left him because he started ranting and was shouting and was talking. I left him. This was in church. So before I knew it, the guy has gone to marriage committee, assistant pastor, reported to so many people that he doesn't know who is trying to take me away from him because people knew us in the church. So they called me that day in Apostle's office. And Apostle started asking me why I wanted to call off the marriage in front of people. He was not the one asking me why I wanted to call off the marriage. So I just told him I don't want to marry the guy again. I don't want to go ahead with it because I knew at that time I couldn't say anything. So people, he was not.
And you can't even talk that time. And you can't talk that time because you're supposed to open up that time and let people know that this is what happened. So you kept quiet. You tried to protect him. You are still trying to cover up for him. And I don't know why you're coming outside now to really come and talk about it, because you cover him. You never even bother to tell people that you were pregnant as at that time.
I will do this. People will be okay. This one that I said that it's not about setting us up. So I told him I don't want to go ahead with this marriage. He now said, in front of people were there in his office. He now said, I shouldn't worry about it. I'm just a child. That love grows. So when we get married after a while, that love will grow. I said, it's not about love. I personally do not want to be married again. He refused, and I was objecting to it. So people started saying,
oh, there be more. I heard that you have only girls.
That I'm ungrateful.
If they do this to your daughters, how will you feel?
And I cannot obey him. The whole people in the church started saying I was ungrateful, I was a riffraff, I was a rat, to even stand in front of apostle and disobey him and stuff like that. And I left the office. That meeting was closed. He came back to the house. He would like that he's sorry. That he saw the way people were talking to me, that he's sorry. I didn't answer him. That wasn't it. He kept asking for the sex.
After the pregnancy again, I deny. He wanted you to go and abort. You still keep on asking for sex, and you are still giving him.
His sisters, his workers, everyone in the compound that time, even in church, knew that. Lola said she did not want
let
to
me
marry,
use the language for you.
Now the problem is nobody knew what I was actually going through. Nobody knew what was the problem. And I couldn't have told anybody. Okay, imagine now this whole story is out. People still don't want to believe. So imagine if I had said it then, who would have believed me?
Why?
Nobody would have believed
Trust
me.
Nigeria now.
I just kept
money
quiet.
As long as you have money, you can do anything. No one will query you, no one will ask you. That's just it. That's Nigeria for you.
I can't remember, but I have that test result with me.
Okay.
That particular test result, I have it with me, and I still remember the hospital address.
Okay, good.
Yes. So I gave it to him. He saw it. I was like, okay, you know what? Hold on, we will talk. Let me attend to my visitors. When he was done, he now called me. It was in his golden parlor. We went to his parlor. And they started asking me that, what are we going to do? I said, we don't have to do anything. What are we going to do?
You even have golden parlor.
This was your plan, and you succeeded. So why
people's
asking me
money?
What
I don't know what they are running after.
I told you I won't go for abortion.
Looking
so
for miracle, where there's no miracle.
What of your mother-in-law? I said, she's there. She's in the village. And I said, what's she know? I said, I don't know. He now said, but then you have to abort it. I said, I will not. Yes, he said I should abort it. I told him I will not abort it. I made it clear to you, use protection, but you refuse. So this is the consequences of it, and I will not abort the pregnancy. Okay, come to even think of it. Day before yesterday was my wedding, and you're asking me to go for an abortion 2 days later. What if I don't get pregnant again? He said, don't worry, after the abortion, I'll pray for you. I said, I don't want.
He said that to you?
Yes. I said, I don't want. And that was it. I left him because he wanted to make an issue out of it.
For you, your womb will destroy him.
And people get to know.
He will still pray for you to restore the womb.
What if something happens to me?
After all,
you're not the first.
Both of you know that this thing there is an evil act. Both of you know the results. You are not a child. You go ahead with it, tempting God. And after that, you said you will pray to God. God will forgive. God will do this. God will do that. That is very, very wrong.
Go back to my house. The day was over. I went to sleep. The next day was 23rd, which was Tuesday.
Hello?
When I woke up in the morning, as usual, I picked up my phone.
Give me like 1 hour.
100,000 naira.
30 minutes, 1 hour,
if
please.
I am stressed, my bank.
I'm doing something now.
There will be an alert from him, 100,000 naira.
Hello?
To my account. And he also sent me a WhatsApp message. I have sent you money for the abortion, so you can go and do it. I said, okay, I don't hear. I didn't say any other thing to him. Later that day, he was calling me to ask me if I did it. I said, yes. I didn't want to talk to him. I just left. So, and that was it. A week passed, 2 weeks passed. So sometimes I was just thinking, I was like, what's the point of keeping the pregnancy away from him? He has to know. He has to be there. He has to get involved. Right. So I reached out to him and I told him I wanted to tell you something. He said, let him guess. I said, okay. He said, you did not have the abortion. I said, fine, you know, I did not do it. And I said, okay, thank God. Since I sent you that money, I've not been at peace. I've not done this. I've not done that. What if it's a baby boy? I was just thinking, have you gone for antenatal? I said no. He said, okay, I'll send you money. You have to do it. And I started antenatal. He was supportive and all.
He knows you are
After
not
the
ready
marriage,
to
I
do
left
it.
his house. And he continued the sex with someone else.
How do you know about that?
Fine. We were all in the house, and he had already started having sex with other girls before I left the house. So we all know about this.
How do you know? Can you prove to me how you got to know?
Wow.
We talk to ourselves. We all know ourselves, and we talk to ourselves.
What's the name of the person?
Wow.
There was Joy Joshua. There was Favor.
Wow.
And they live there.
There were other people. Yes, it wasn't one.
Wow.
Yes. So I started
He's using them
antenatal and
spiritually for
He was
rituals,
supportive, everything
for
was
more
going
crowd,
well, and I was with my
more
husband.
fame,
So there was
more
a day
money.
I was
Something you
having
will
problem.
live one day and enter grave and see
I
no
was
more.
having abdominal pain, and I actually passed out in the house. My husband took me to the hospital. So it was the doctor in the hospital that confirmed to my husband that I was 7 weeks pregnant. Before now, he wasn't aware I was pregnant. The doctor confirmed in the hospital to my husband I was 7 weeks pregnant.
Wow.
My husband was like, doctor, we just married 2-3 weeks ago. Which one are you saying 7 weeks?
Wow.
And I've not touched her except for the before the next day I was back to the house.
Wow.
When I got to the house, Apostle called me. Now where is
So
my
you
husband?
go.
I said he's in the house. They give him phone.
Wow.
He started shouting for him. Why will you go and call Mrs. Ezendibo that your wife is pregnant? Must you tell everybody your problem? Must you tell everybody this? Can't you keep your problem to yourself? And the guy was like, that he just found out, and the thing was a shock to him. So he needed to tell somebody about it. Say, okay, if your wife does anything, you want to report it to anybody, report it to me. Don't start reporting it to someone else. This guy respects
Carry
so much
Apostle Chibuzor pregnancy to another man, to your husband. If you go ahead to marry.
Okay, daddy. And that was it. The guy never thought if any issue
Women,
arises, call him.
Women,
this is what my wife is doing. My wife is
women,
my wife will not allow me to.
Women, we wicked you, we wicked you. Carry pregnancy, go do marriage with another person. Even to the extent, stay with the man. Now, wow.
My wife will not do this. You say, don't worry, I will talk to her. You know, she's pregnant.
If you did not collapse,
stuff like that, and the guy was
your husband will not know.
So, 3 months into the pregnancy, someone else got pregnant for him.
Someone else?
Yeah, someone else.
By who? What's the name of
Joy Joshua.
Where is she now?
She's currently in Lagos.
Does she have the baby?
Yeah, she has the baby.
She's in Lagos with the baby?
Yes.
Do you have her contact?
I don't have a contact, but currently she has been on my DM these few days.
Okay, no, I'm asking you.
No, sir.
All you're telling me now, I'm going to investigate this matter before I move on.
No problem, sir. No problem.
So the husband that married you did not even touch you. That guy is very, very smart too. Maybe he's suspecting.
That's what we call counter defamation.
Yes.
Defamation is when you say something that is not true.
Yes.
So if the person now go to court to sue you, the person have to prove beyond reasonable doubt that this is not true. Okay. So not evidence, the person will lose the case. So I think I know he might have intelligent people around him, but they should tell him the truth. So we're not.
Now wow. So you are this is very, very wrong. Getting married to that innocent choir leader who believes so much in you, believe in his prophets, carry the pregnancy of a prophet, apostle, to go and give it to the innocent man. Oh no, that's very, very wrong.
Will not.
That's very, very wrong.
18 items. Voice guide.
That's very, very wrong.
I told him I will not abort it. I made it clear to you, use protection, but you refuse. So this is the consequences of it,
very,
and
very
I will
wrong.
not abort the pregnancy.
Oh wow!
Okay, come to even think of it.
Wow! Carry another one.
I reached out to his lawyer. Sometimes if I'm talking to the lawyer, I will tell her that if I'm tired, I will let people know about this thing I'm going through. At a point, this lawyer told me that, what am I even saying? Then let her tell me that if this thing comes out to the public, then nobody will believe me. That except his wife comes out to say, to support me, that is when people will believe because she is the wife. I said, I am the one in the shoe, I am the one with the child. So why won't people believe me? He said that they have told me, that the man has been saying, if this thing comes out on social media, that he will just leave and nobody will see him again.
Wow.
This was what his lawyer told me.
Lawyer is
so this person called me and said, are you having issues with Apostle? I said, no, what happened? He said, Apostle called him.
Who's the person?
And asked for my address, his agent, because that is the only person that knows that knows where I stay.
What is his name?
Mr. Lucky.
Lucky who?
Yes, Lucky Adi.
Okay.
Because he actually did not know what was going on.
Make that innocent boy to go and waste money and time and disgrace him.
I said, no, sir, what happened? He said,
why you know you are pregnant for another man?
Send me Lovett address. Where is she staying? And the way he
so
was
what are they teaching you people in the church?
I said, oh, I don't know.
Wickedness. You are pregnant for a different man. You go ahead or you went ahead to get married to an innocent man, makes him waste money and time to do wedding. Only God will forgive us in this life.
Talking to him or telling him anything. Immediately, I called Apostle's lawyer. Before this time, I had gone to his lawyer.
By name who?
By name Barrister Mrs. Dokubo.
Okay.
Barrister Mrs. Nko Dokubo.
You have all these people's number, right?
I have a contact.
Forward every contact at the end of this live video.
Okay, sir. So I contacted her. I said, ma, so person just called me and said Apostle is asking him for my address. She was like, what is wrong with this man? This man has already spoiled so many things. He will not stay one place. What is his problem? That's what she said. You know what, my dear, leave that house immediately. Leave that house immediately. This
so definitely the lawyer knows that he's up to something.
Carry my child.
Maybe he's gonna kidnap you or kill you or do something to you that no one will know what happened.
And then
so it's after something.
Called one of the people that
thank God for the lawyer. The lawyer still have human feelings.
She went to the church board to report to the church board.
The barrister.
Yes.
Beautiful.
She reported to the church board. So they will have been holding meeting and looking for a way to make him go for a DNA test.
So definitely he's not after money.
He has always refused that he doesn't want to go for a DNA test. They said no. The barrister said he told him, come, if these children are saying you got them pregnant and you are saying you did not, prove you're wrong. And the only way you can do that is to get a DNA test.
Yes. You have the money.
They have to force him. This thing I'm telling you started all
you have the
June.
Money.
It took them August, September, October, November to be able to force this man to go for a DNA test.
Which year?
5 months. Last year, 2022.
Just
at some point, his wife wanted to make an issue out of the whole matter. They'll keep talking to her, calming her down and everything. So by November, the barrister called me. Does the son have a passport? I said no. He said, okay, you have to get him a passport. We have finally decided we are going for a DNA test. I said, passport, are we going outside the country? She said, your guy say you know one do for Nigeria now. Everybody now for Nigeria. So that we will be going to Ghana for a DNA test.
Wow.
They contacted someone. I went and got ECOWAS passport. The person does passport for people from Apostle himself. So Apostle said I should go to the guy to get me the passport. So the guy got me an ECOWAS passport for my son. I have my own passport already. So on the 28th flight, the flight was booked and DNA test, who is going? She said, you and your son, herself, his wife, Joy, her baby, the other girl by name Nana, and her child. I said, everybody is going. She said, yes.
All of them, all baby mamas, they are all going for the DNA. The man still go ahead to tell lie to the wife, to the lawyer, deny what you know you are responsible for. And you will stay on that altar and call God and preach God. And the moose, they will clap hand on you and say, right on, Papa, continue. They will bring their problem to come and give you to solve for them. They don't know that you are the real devil yourself. You are the real evil. Chibuzor.
Yes.
Mr.
It's even on Google. That was
Philanthropist.
how we find out, because we did not know any DNA center in Ghana before we went there. So we found out on Google, yes. They gave us 14th, 15th of December. The results should be ready.
Yes.
So on the 16th, I called his lawyer.
They went to
and he said
Ghana.
that. I said, ma, please, I know the DNA, the result must.
They went to Ghana for DNA. According to her, when they do the DNA in Ghana, all of them, all the baby mamas were there for the DNA, but they did not see themselves. They do it in a way, they do it day after each other. Like according to her, she did her own like today, another baby mama tomorrow, another one next tomorrow. They did not meet themselves. They did not see themselves. They really plan it. Man of God. Ride on. Chibuzor, philanthropist.
Can I ask my son's own, what is the result? She said, why are you asking? You're the only person that is calling to ask. Others did not ask. Why are you not the one asking? I said, ma, I'm asking because my child was being rejected. He was denied that he was not his son.
This guy with sharp mouth. You have very sharp mouth.
December, January, February, March. Nothing was done. So I got the lawyer. My lawyer wrote to Apostle, and Apostle called his lawyer.
They refused to give
to my own lawyer.
DNA result.
So they now agreed that everybody were going to have a meeting. And this meeting was scheduled to 23rd of March.
By elders in the church, they know all these things.
Hello, sir.
I'm with you. I'm here.
Okay.
And they are still in that church.
23rd of March, we went. We got there, they talked and talked, and then
the man you look up to cannot even have one woman. Even if you feel like having this thing, you have one woman, mature one, young girls, and the elders are still in that church. They are holding meeting. Holding meeting for what?
That now that I should calm down.
And you call yourself elder.
Calm down. Number one, you're
if you want to marry more than one wife, let him marry more than one wife. Nobody's going to hold him.
Down and watch you. When I talk,
it's even better for him to marry more than one wife than this rubbish. Because if he marry more than one wife, they will say, oh, they will gossip and say, oh, marry more than one wife, or I was supposed to marry more than one wife, or blah, blah. They will leave him alone. It's better than this rubbish, than different men, young ones, giving them, impregnating them, baby mamas everywhere. When you know the result of what you are doing. So I believe that you are using those young girls for rituals. It's not normal. It's not because you are hungry of them. It's not because you like them. It's not because you want to satisfy your sexual urge, but spiritual. That is exactly what you are using them for.
So which one is calm down? It's not about calming down. It's about you taking action. He now said, okay, in that case, that he'll be giving the child 100K monthly.
Who said that?
100K for Apostle.
Apostle who?
Yes, Apostle Chibuzor.
Okay.
That he'll be giving the child 100K
after
monthly.
he accepted the DNA,
I should go and get a nanny for the baby.
His boy.
A nanny that will be taking care of the baby while I'm going to the shop. I say, the shop you're even talking about. The last time you sent money, I just finished buying things for that shop, and you started threatening me. I locked the shop and left. This was already July. That shop rent was paid since April. So imagine how long I have locked that shop because of all these things that you're doing. You say, hey, you don't have to leave now, you can come back. I cannot hurt you. I cannot hurt you. Yeah, with my child. If I kill you now, what will I tell the baby tomorrow? I say, me, I don't trust you. If you can be wicked to your own child, go again. Can't you do anything?
He accepted to open shop for her.
He has told me now you'll be giving the baby.
But with no problem. And he come on social media and be buying houses, be building houses for people.
30,000. When we come back, we're paying the nanny, we'll be paying school fees, we'll be paying school bus and everything. I say, anyway, I heard what you said. For me, I cannot trust you because this is how you used to talk. At the end of the day, when it's time to do the thing, you expect me to start begging you again. He said, no, that this time he means it. I should call his agent to go and get me accommodation, to go and do this, to go and do that. Okay, I said, no problem now. Because me, I really wanted peace. I don't want to be beating around the bush with him. My son was lacking attention from his side. Never given. Even during his second birthday, I called him. I said, please, in a week time, it is his birthday. Oh, please, can you just send money? Even if it's to buy cake and buy stuff and go and share it for his classmates. Because him too used to bring birthday party to the house. So it would be bad that on his own birthday, he did not give.
How can he do birthday for a child in the night?
Told me that
he cannot bring out money.
Not do birthday. Did somebody die?
But he can be spending money on people outside. Because I know if he said to you very well,
that thing,
close your mouth.
That thing got to me. It's got to me. I felt really bad
because you like
about
money.
it. So I stopped disturbing him
And you sleep
about
with
the
him
birthday.
because of
I
what
forgot
you
about
get.
it. He has, this boy is 3 years. He has never for once celebrated his birthday.
Child.
He has never. He has never.
What month was he born?
He was born in the house for myself. Because I did not want anybody as of that last day till now knowing where I am staying.
Beautiful.
So the agent understood and said, okay, no problem. He reached out to him, okay, we have seen an accommodation. He sent the money to the agent who gave me the money.
How much?
600,000.
What date?
This was, oh God, this should be around the amount.
It's
To
proof
get
now.
different schools.
Bring out all the accounts.
To register. There was a school I went to, Bereton Montefiore.
Bring out all the accounts where you send money to.
Port Harcourt. They told me new intake still collected their list. When you look at this money now, is 170,000. And then I still told him
philanthropists cannot pay for.
I was not even bothered about getting money for myself. I was just looking at how I can work in the shop and be getting money for myself. Since the 100K was coming, I was ready to do that.
Yeah, definitely it's money you are looking for.
Live my life. He now said, okay. He would just round up everything, including bills, to make it 200K per month.
And the way I see this girl,
I said, no problem.
I know she will be threatening this Chibuzor.
That particular September,
the way I see her mouth.
Was 100,000.
Is very, very smart and
until September
very, very fast.
Is when he will start
I know you are threatening
the other one.
That's why you came outside.
No issue. We started living and everything. When that September ended,
you want to collect money from October, him every minute, every second, threaten him
to call him before he sent that money. We went back to the normal way again. Once has ended, third, fourth, he has not sent. I came to that meeting. Before the meeting started, his lawyer stood up and said,
they all called
that this meeting is being held as a result of the DNA test that was conducted in November 2022 to assessing if Lovina's child belongs to Apostle Chibuzor as she allegedly claimed. And came in and that the result said it is positive that he is the father.
The lawyer said so.
Yes, his lawyer said so. Sometimes it will result to me insulting him before he will send money.
Yeah.
If I insult him, he will insult me back. He will abuse me. He will call me names.
What do you think? A whole pastor. You think to be a pastor is that this is something? Your mouth must be very, very sharp now.
Yes, I do tell him.
Those are the GOs now.
Yes.
Your mouth must be very, very sharp and smart.
I told him, you're not ashamed that your child is begging you for food. Yes, you're in public doing this and doing that. There was a time I told him that nobody would want to see your life behind the camera. He said, I'm stupid. I'm an ingrate. I'm this. But it is the truth. So at the end of the day now, that money he said he'll be sending for upkeep has been like that. It's always an issue before the money will come. So it makes me now keep coming back to him every month end.
Maybe he still want to be sleeping with you now. I want to keep you as second wife.
So now fast forward to when they called this meeting. We went for the meeting the first day. We had the meeting. They asked me what happened. I told them everything. They all
the meeting.
The elders, and they still there for that church show.
The church board.
Your GO is impregnating your young girls everywhere.
Know everything. They were the ones that
and they were you were still sitting down calling meeting. You people cannot expose him outside.
Matt Ofe.
Those are the elders in the church that she's calling their name.
Matt Ofe.
Mr. Matt Ofe.
Yes, Mr. Matt Ofe. Mr. Sobas. Olo. They are all fathers and grandparents, so they know what it takes to raise a child. And that I can also ask for money to start off to put in my business.
Yeah.
Because I locked that shop up for a long time and I've missed a good part of the shop rent. And I need to meet up. And I will need money to add to it. So that if this is done, I will just go my way, live my life.
Everything is all about money.
If my child grows up, I want to look for his father. He's a man.
As young as you are.
Which I will not stop him. They said, okay, they have heard me. They rescheduled the meeting till the next week.
They
How
call
old
him
are you?
and the man
The
even
good part
asks,
of the shop rent.
how
And
old
I
are
need to
you?
meet up. And I will need money.
The
So
man even
we
said,
now,
how
I
old
now
are
told them
you?
what I want. They should put the money in his account for his education and then also put some money for his upkeep.
Right.
They are all fathers and grandparents. Hey, the money should be who wants to always come back yearly asking Apostle to come and pay rent for
They
the
call
child.
her, they had a meeting according to them, and they said, okay, what do you want? So that we go forever. Elders in the church, yo. Elders in the church, in the house of God. They don't think about that little
So I want
child,
a
that
non-rented
child need a
apartment for
father.
him, accommodation for him.
They ask, what
I
do
need
you need?
money
So
for
that you
his
will go
education.
forever with your child. You will
Probably
never
I
come
will
back
go and
near
open a bank
Chibuzor.
account on his name. The money should be put there. So he doesn't feel like he's giving me the money. So they now asked me, what do you want? That was what she said before the meeting started. So I now told them what I want. They should put the money in his account for his education and then also put some money for his upkeep.
Right.
They are all fathers and grandparents, so they know what it takes to raise a child because I won't take the money.
Right.
One of them, by name is Amatofe, now said, you people are dealing with someone's life. This is a child's life.
Is it me?
My dear, yes, that was his comment. He said, this is a child's life. You know what? I'm going to add 5 million naira from my pocket to you to make it 10 million naira. They flared up against him. They were angry. And what does it mean by that? What is he trying to do?
According to her, they decided to give her 5 million to go and rent a house and pay maybe 5 or 10 years for a little child that is still 3 years, and do business there and go forever with the child. So after the house expired, the child should live on the street. Why your Chibuzor, your GO, your general overseer is outside there building house for people. Building house for people. But they offer 5 million for this lady to take care of that baby of 2-3 years forever and go forever and never come back. 5 million. How wicked are you people? You people are so heartless and wicked. Because Unanyash too is even worse past Chibuzor. The worst thing that you people do at the back is even more than Chibuzor, because if you don't do any evil thing, you are not worse than Chibuzor. Will you even sit down to even talk this rubbish, to talk about this? Will you even sit down there and decided to offer this lady 5 million to take care of a child of 3 years forever and go forever and deny the child? Let us continue.
What is he trying to prove? So are they now wicked? They fled up against him. This man was angry to the point that tears came out of his eyes.
Was the apostle there?
Yes. Apostle was not there.
That man that still have the mind of God, I don't know what that man is doing in that church. That man that decided to offer when the whole Chibuzor and his cohorts, they contributed 5 million, and one man single-handedly had 5 million to it and said, how can 5 million take care of this child forever till she grow up to be an adulthood? Why? What is he still doing in that church? What is that man that has a heart of gold, what is he doing inside that church? They tie you down? Do they tie you?
The meeting. So I told them I won't take the money. So when the man now said he was going to add money to make it 10 million naira, my sole aim was to walk away because the mess was too much. It was taking a good part of my life and I wanted to walk away. I wanted to walk away because my child was already 3 years at that match. I didn't, he's getting smart, he's learning.
What will you even use 10 million to do in the life of a child of 3 years?
So I needed
Show
to walk away.
some university for to fi ma pari adowo primary lo san.
10 million. I was thinking with 10 million naira, if I take it, I can probably get maybe a working visa, get my son and myself maybe to Canada or to UK and start a whole life afresh.
Oh, that's a good plan too.
So
Because
I
in
accepted
Nigeria,
10 million naira.
10 million cannot do you anything.
They now said it.
Maybe when you get to Canada,
since
they
I have
can pity
accepted
you.
10 million naira,
Free school,
I have to sign a document.
free food.
I said I would sign. They asked my lawyer to go and draft a document. The meeting was over. My friend went and drafted a document that briefed what all this whole story I have been saying. My lawyer just briefed it, I think about 3 pages, putting his full name and my full name, and that they had confirmed that he is the biological father of the child. And they were giving me 10 million naira to go away with the child. But it does not affect the child's relationship with his father in the future.
Okay.
And this agreement was sent to them, and they rejected it. They said it was too outright. That they will amend it.
Hey, that's
They
in
now
the
went and
church.
drafted their own agreement.
Hey, that's in the church. The innocent child.
Me, I don't know who is Chibuzor.
They change the name of that child. They give him another papa.
Yes.
So that the child will not be traced to him. And you call yourself man of God. Elders in the house of God.
Like Chibuzor was a church member. And that I left my marriage to go and have an affair with Chibuzor, which resulted to a child.
They formed that lie. Ọlọ́run arẹjọ dá o. God, where are you? Where are you, God? I love my life.
I still do not mind.
I love my life. I live for Christ direct. I pray to God direct. I don't have any overseer. I don't have any GO. I don't have any pastor. I don't have any prophets.
Because I know that whatever he continued doing,
whatever God gives to me is okay. The one he did not give to me, I'm okay. I'm happy
signed the
with
document.
it.
And then I requested for one thing. I said, this document
Why did you sign the document?
I need a copy of it. They said, for what? What do you need it for? You don't need it. I said, no, I need it. They said they will never give it to me. I said, fine. If you people will not give me a copy of a document that is even speaking against me, even after I signed it just to walk away.
Even if you sign the document, in future you can still fight it back as long as the boy carries his DNA. You can say under duress, and as at that time you needed money to take care of the child, and the only option was for you to sign that, for them to release money for you. You are not working. There's no way you will take care of the child. You sign the document under duress, and they do the DNA and they confirm it's still his blood. It's still going to be his father. Yeah.
If you people will not give me a copy, I will not take the money. You people can keep the money. And I did not take that money. And that was the end of that issue.
Oh, okay. Good for you.
When I came back, I thought
10 million to buy the life of your child, to destroy his future.
I told my lawyer we need to go.
He can't be traced to his biological father.
My lawyer said I should pay. My lawyer
you will finish 10 million. I give you, even the way the money comes, within 1 or 2 years, you finish the 10 million. What about the future of your child? What about his future? That you are giving that child a different name, a different history, just because of common 10 million. Thank God for your life, because I see you as a smart girl. I was expecting maybe you sign it. You said you did not sign. Thank God for your life.
Take an agreement to send to court. But he said I should pay 100,000 for filing fee. I think, sir, I don't get 100,000 to fill. So when Mr. Charles reached out and said he has reached out to Apostle and that he is surprised that he is even accepting it, that he accepted the child with his own, this one and everything, but that he wants Apostle to call me because he wants to come in, that he wants to create peace where the child can have both parents because the child is innocent. I said, thank you. This is what I've always wanted. I've always wanted my child to have his father.
An innocent child.
No matter what Apostle has done to me.
The fame you have now, you want to use it to destroy the life. Do you know if that child will be greater than you?
He said, okay, he will reach out to Apostle for Apostle to call me. Apostle refused to call me. So Mr. Charles put up a conference call between me and Apostle. And him. And him, yes. So the three of us. So we talked. In that
I don't know if he can just decided to sign that thing and destroy the future of his child. It doesn't want it. It doesn't want it for any money on this earth. It doesn't worth it at all. Signing that is destroying the life of your
Since I did
child.
not take the 10 million naira, he will continue with the 200,000. I told him no. It's 200,000. The money that comes to us is 100,000. The other 100,000 goes for bills, and you are aware. And this money was actually because, according to you, you were not sure if the child was your own. So at least now that the DNA test has been done and confirmed, things should change. He said he doesn't have money. He cannot change anything. He can only be paying 200,000. I told him I won't take that.
Thank
He
you,
kept
thank
saying
you
it,
for watching. Thank you
but
for
that
watching with
we should
me.
do the 200,000.
Thank you.
After some time, he can increase it. So Mr. Charles was like, okay, if this is what he's saying, let us give him 2-3 months to see what he will come out with.
Another story.
Let's just follow him with the 200K. I said, fine, no problem.
Mm.
Do you know that same month, by the end of
Your
the month,
popular
it
apostle.
even took Mr. Charles to call him before that money was sent.
Every time they will be begging him for money, we promise they will beg him, and he will come outside and be giving money to people and be doing what do they call it? And be doing charity for people. Doing charity, claiming I am right, I am this, I am that. Ọlọ́run arẹjọ́ dá o, God go see you now.
You slept with barrister, you didn't confess. You follow senator script, you not confess. Now, pastor, you didn't confess because you had an ulterior motive at Jezebel. You came to bring down the ministry. It will not work. But the pastor follow you
Which
sleep.
ministry?
Was he speaking in tongues?
Which
Was the
ministry?
pastor speaking in tongues? Was it not morning?
Evil
Was it
ministry.
not making sounds
Evil.
of joy?
Evil.
That comes suddenly. The pastor, you want to confess him?
Evil. It's even your
Evil.
pastor that is evil.
Thank God for myself because I'm one man that I am the way I am. I take responsibilities. I own up to my faults. Even if I fornicate, I owe nobody apology because the salvation is my own. I fight it out with fear.
So destroy those little kids' life.
So I own up to my responsibility.
Salvation that is your own.
Fornicate today, maybe I'll call ask for mercy. When God was calling me, he didn't call me for righteousness.
See,
that man, he looks so innocent. He looks innocent, but he's a demon.
Yeah.
Put me anywhere. I've told him to take me to court.
Yes.
For information.
I love that.
Evidence.
I just love this man. Look at
before
his face.
You start calling those.
That's the man that ran the interview for the lady. He's bold enough.
I've already gathered the evidence.
Diamond Consequences Sound is ready to fight for it.
I'm more educated than him.
I love you.
I'm more exposed.
I love you for that. If you have people like you, you will destroy that their devil water.
You need to walk. Come out and walk like me. Let's know you're rich.
If you have people like you, all those altar of devil will be destroyed in that country. Will be destroyed. Because they are using it to destroy people's life. The life you did not create, you are using, hiding under God, hiding under that pastor to destroy people's life. All because of worldly things. You will go one day and see nothing and see no more. All those things that you build. Where is Joshua now? Where is Joshua? I'm not messing him, but with all what he has in this world, all the churches, all the wealth, where is he? He's inside grave. Did he see anyone? No. Joshua did more than you. Where is he now? He's no more. So, does it worth it? It doesn't worth it. But when you deepen into evil, you will not go back. The evil will be controlling you and be manipulating your life. So it's better to avoid it from the day one. And those of you who have deepened, come out and confess and withdraw and submit totally. Instead of still hiding, because you will continue to make sacrifices till you enter grave. And it is the same thing that will also take your life and kill you and destroy your soul. It doesn't worth it.
Not eating on people's sweat and suffering.
Yeah.
I work. I went to school to make sure I become who I am today. I'm still schooling, to get to my destination. I don't eat people's sweat. I don't eat only targets.
So it's even better. Let's listen to the wife voice notes. The wife called one of the baby mamas and tried to. Let's listen.
Hello? Yes, I'm here. If I wanted to be angry or fled off, I will not be talking with you calmly like this.
So before this, according to the story, before we listen to the wife voice notes, the wife actually relocated to Canada. That's number one problem. I don't know why the wife relocated to Canada. Leave your husband in Nigeria. Even if he comes to Canada to come and visit you, it can't be like living with your husband. So that same Bible that says a woman will leave his family and join his husband and they will become one. That same Bible that you hold to preach to people, you don't even practice it. Why you as a woman, don't you know you are allowing devil into your home when you separate from your husband? If you are there, except both of you know about this evil act and both of you plan it so that they will not see you, they will be free to do whatever they want to do with your husband, of which I believe. Because what are you looking for in Canada? What are you looking for in Canada? Why did you relocate to Canada? You have everything that you need. Your husband is rich. Your husband got the money. You have property. You have house. Is it because of light? You can have 24/7 light in your house. So you don't even drive. You have driver that takes you around. You can use the best car you want. So what are you doing in Canada? Why did you relocate to Canada and abandon your husband alone in Nigeria? Under normal circumstances, you are not supposed to relocate and abandon your husband in Nigeria. But I believe that both of you knows about this. But maybe you don't know that it will lead to pregnancy. Both of you know you are using it for spiritual. Let's listen to the voice
You
notes.
understand me? Because if somebody that did you hear the story of me and that man?
If they heard the story, why did you leave him?
He doesn't like talking about you. I've tried to ask most of the time, according to what he told us once like that, he just said that you left and he has always been trying for you to come back. Do you know that? Let me tell you the truth. If I was in your shoes with everything that happened, I will be drunk and I'll be angry.
That's one of the baby mama.
Weeks,
I think they call this one Joy.
Before anything, all this
no, this is not Joy. This is not Joy. This is another one of them.
I have tried to talk to Daddy to let you come back. He keeps saying you're the one that doesn't want to come back. Because I heard the story. He said they said his sisters were always saying he's an occultic man, he's this, he's that, and that his sisters were always with you.
Yes.
And now he has money and he sent like, how could your sisters were not there? Your wife was always there with you, and now your money and your wife is not here, but your sisters are here. But how could you do something like this?
Something occultic is involved. Yeah. Okay, so the wife knows about it. Yeah.
Coming back.
The wife knows about
it. It's like, okay, don't worry, she'll come back this.
That's why I decided to go to Canada.
She'll come back. I'll make sure she'll come back. And then you're not there. That why did mommy not come back? Leave her. She doesn't want to come back. Stuff like that. At this point, you have to let him be now.
I don't need to tell you. Let me tell you this. The truth is that I applied for residency.
Why do you apply for residence for what? When you have everything in the world, your child can go to Canada.
COVID came. So that COVID
is it easy to live in Canada? You're going to work for your penny, but you are making free money in Nigeria.
We didn't have any problem. It was that residency that kept me and Chibuzor here. Nothing else. I married Apostle. You know, when I married Apostle, we normally sit on the ground. We have nothing. When I married Apostle, I'm the one that pays our rent. I'm the one that feeds him. Yeah.
Why do you leave him now that he has money?
When I married him,
you stay with him that time when he has no money. Why did you leave him when he has money?
I was teaching. It was my salary. The place they put in that opium in the view of the church. It was my salary that they used to put the very thing in that church. And do you think that God is happy with all these things that happened?
Why did you leave him? Is God happy for leaving your husband?
Girls that slept with him.
What did they do?
That is why I wasn't good at. Because God told you, you see Joy, just watch out what to be the end of Joy.
Joy is your problem. Did he force your husband?
What should be her end? I have prayed some bad prayers, and God told me that all the prayers I prayed for all the girls that slept with him, that I should watch out and see what will happen to them. The only one that will be saved is the one that will come to me and tell me that she is sorry for sleeping with him. And do the decision, just tell me what happened and told me that she is sorry. That is the only person that will be saved from my failure. I never attended that.
Which kind of prayer? Which kind of prayer? Madam Benue Sonjo, which kind of prayer are you praying? You left your husband, you know he's doing this rubbish, you left him to go and stay in Canada, that you are looking for permanent residence or you are looking for stay. Stay for what? So what do you need in Canada? Your children can go there. You can sponsor them to go and school because you have money. Your husband sponsor a lot of people to Canada, to America, to different countries. Pay their school fees. I have a lot of people who register for university in Nigeria. So what does it mean your husband cannot send your children to Canada to go and school? From there they stay. Maybe you are planning for the future of the children. You, what are you doing in Canada looking for stay when your husband is has fame, has money in Nigeria? Is your husband planning to relocate to Canada? Why do you need permanent residence in Canada? For what? You are now saying God will punish you. You that abandon your home, what will happen to you?
But he did this. I said that God is happy. He said that people should watch out. Except now that you are confessing, and I can say that you are remorseful. But you see people like Joy. Joy has killed her generation forever.
Your cause go nowhere, madam.
Joy not come out with her. What is she housing? How long is she going to house?
Your cause go nowhere.
That's just the truth.
How long is she going
Not
to
all causes is acceptable by God.
There's something I want to tell you now. Have you, I believe that you've tested poverty before. I believe that you have tested poverty before.
Yes, I know.
Okay, ma. Then as a child, let's say a child of 14, 15, living with her parents, and they had to eat 2 square meals a day. Okay? And the next day, they feed themselves in Apostle's house. Okay? And then the next thing that's presented in front of them is, I want to sleep with you. I'll give your mommy 500,000 to go and start a business.
That's what is using to deceive them.
I understand.
To a child who barely sees 2,000 naira on their own, I want you to sleep with me. I will buy it.
Let me answer you. A situation like this, the two things you are talking, I have not raised my voice for you. I was not angry because I understood your situation. But somebody like that Joy, that went extra mile to get pregnant because she wants to stay there.
You are not expecting pregnancy. You know about it, madam.
You say I'm going to handle her case.
It's spiritual. It's for all court.
Okay, because I know that you are taking advantage of.
It's ritual. You people are using it for.
Was she taking advantage of? No, she wanted it. She went for it. You know that they say Joy was using attack on him. Joy was going to Juju.
So what?
Almost everybody said.
Madam, you are not even ashamed of yourself. So Kayamata catch your husband who call himself a general overseer of a very big church that pray for people that has problem run to come and pray for them. So you believe that Kayamata will work on that kind of man? Is your husband a really man of God? Is he really serving God? If he's serving God, Kayamata cannot work on him. He can't pray for himself. He can pray for people. So all of you sitting down in that church, you are wasting your time. You are wasting your time. Did you hear from the wife now that they are using Kayamata for the husband? So if anybody use Kayamata for the member, and the member run to your husband to pray for him or to pray for her, so what will happen to that member? So all of you are just sitting down wasting your time. There's no miracle anyway. You hear from the wife mouth. They are using Kayamata for the husband.
Even Favor says the same thing. I don't know if Favor knows something, but she doesn't want to tell me. But she said that no matter what Joy is doing with that man, I should forget it, that Joy is using something.
Yeah. Because Joy was using Kayamata. They said Joy will rub Kayamata on the tongue, on her vagina, on her breast. and she will go and be
See, from housewife mouth, using
The
kayamata for your
truth
husband.
is that no matter
If you
what,
stay with him, would they use kayamata for him?
I know what poverty is like. Even if they put me today in a castle, I will never, because of where I am, and I want to remain there forever. Somebody owns that place, and I know that. I know what it
One
feels
of the
to
baby
take what
mamas too
belongs
is the
to
one that
someone
is
else.
talking with the
Honestly,
wife. Oh.
I never planned.
Now, Joy just offend you. Joy. Yeah, naked. What will happen to you? What will happen to your husband? Who is molesting them? Because he's helping them.
When it happened, honestly, and as it stands now, I'll be honest with you. Even when I talked to Mrs. Dokubo, I told her, ma, I have begged this man severally. I told him I am not a lazy girl. I can go out there and work and take care of myself. Please, all I just want is that you be a father to your son. That is it.
This one is even okay.
I told her
the other one of it was money. That's why she came outside. That one love money at the age of 14. 18 is looking for husband to marry. Carry pregnancy to go and meet another man.
I will be calling you when I go back.
Is he planning to go back to Canada? See the woman that the husband has baby mamas everywhere. She's still planning to go back to Canada. So definitely, you know, she knows about it. It's ritual.
I'm going to work with them.
But getting pregnancy is a problem now.
Your child is not coming back to his house. I think you know that.
How?
That child cannot come back.
Cannot come back.
Marry you.
Oh, is he threatening the baby mama?
He can never claim that child. Even Joy's child, none of your children are coming into it house. And that house is my house. But whether to settle you people, I will tell you to settle you people with your children. That is their
so definitely the wife accepted.
As long as they did not marry you, the only wife they know is me. And if this is not, because when I heard about Joy, I told him, I said, if this thing is true, tell Joy to release the child to me and move on with her life.
You are ready to collect the child.
Because this is good life. She told me that there is no child he has with, that he did not have any child with Joy.
So your husband denied to you.
Because the culture is that none of what can act in our hands. There is no child born out of wedlock that comes back to that man's house. It doesn't happen. That is their culture.
Their culture. So your husband did not know when he was sleeping with them without condom, without protection. He doesn't know that he has culture in his village.
Maybe he accepted and you want to release that child to me.
Now you can claim culture now. You did not know culture. Does the culture in your village said you should abandon your husband and go another country to go and live? Does your culture say that? When they marry you, do they say, okay, you can leave your husband and go to another country to go and live? Your culture allowed that. Your culture allowed the man to sleep with young girls outside this marriage without protection. Your culture allowed that. But your culture did not allow these children to come into the family. You call them that they are bastards. Ṣé orúkọ orí ẹ̀ ti yí ní wọ́n ọmọbìnrin yìí tó pe rẹ̀ ní chinyere Chibuzor, orí ẹ̀ ti yí, orí ẹ̀ ti gbálẹ̀. Talking rubbish.
I got the child from you, and you will move on with your life. That is the best I can do for you. Without that child has no inheritance. You know that.
Now, for all of you that say it's a lie, do you hear from the horse's mouth? Did you hear from the wife's mouth that the wife knows already that those children belong to the husband? For you, the followers, Mumu followers, that you are still fighting for Chibuzor, that is a lie. They are telling lie against him. They did not do it. He did not do that.
It was never.
That's the voice of the wife. Chinyere.
Like that was my plan to get pregnant for your husband. Does she have parents? The girl, does she have parents?
Does she have what?
Parents.
You can come and stand and tell that My guys, thank God you people live in beautiful neighborhood.
You know what? There's something I also need to tell you, ma'am. You might not want to take your husband to court, but someone else will.
Okay, go ahead.
Someone else will. Not me.
Who?
I won't say who. Someone else will. And when this person would do, the person has like a good evidence to send him to prison.
Let's see, me and you now, woman. I would like to walk.
I won't say this because I am really sorry I had anything to do with your husband. But if I ever open my mouth to say anything to him, it will work. Honestly. Because your husband has, like, he has done more than he could bribe.
Now
He has done more than he could bribe. If he has the mind to use money to inspire children as little as 13, 14 to sleep with them, he deserves to rot in jail.
Yeah. You see now? Now you're coming out to the wife.
Even if
the wife don't calm down now, the voice has calmed down, don't be angry.
I have never seen anybody die because they do not have a father. Even if my child is 2 years and 4 months, he has never been a father to him. He has never cared.
I think this is the one that followed Lovett, the one that came out.
It's a problem getting money from
our
him.
own is 3 years. He said the lady got pregnant after 3 months. That should be the next baby mama.
He's still here eating.
13, 14 years. Lord them because he's helping them.
He doesn't want to be the father. He will not claim him.
And they are coming out to talk. They don't have rights. Those children are bastards.
No, I will not do that, and I will not give out my child. I'm a mother. I want to raise my child. I want to have the right to raise my child. That's what I want. Your husband has asked me what I want. I told him, I do not need your money. I don't need anything from you. You are my son's father. And the least I could
this is a good, decent case. Very unfortunate.
200,000 per month for his upkeep. But he has refused. So fine. If he will not pay him, he's okay.
Let me ask you a question. You are raising him as far. Like, if they ask who is his father, what will you tell people?
Who else?
Chibuzor now.
This is Apostle Chibuzor. Who else?
Good for you. I love that.
Yes.
Yeah. That's his father.
I cannot continue protecting who is not protecting me.
Yeah.
I am protecting his interest. I'm protecting his reputation. I'm
protect
protecting
for
his
what?
name.
All of you should come outside and take him to court. Those 13, 14 children, those are even the ones that are supposed to even come out and take him to court. He was not in jail.
You would come out and take him to court. You would do the right thing.
Yeah.
Why not send me the chat?
You hand over your husband, I swear.
Why not send me the chat as an evidence? Maybe start denying it.
If I should send you with
the chat, as you said, maybe so that I will have evidence when you start denying.
And those are things I cannot release. I will not.
You don't even trust your husband. The husband is even still denying.
Okay, now you see, now there was something you said. You say you're not taking to court, but somebody will.
Someone else will.
That was touch.
Someone else will. Do you know what? Because he has slept with more than 50 girls. So many of them, he brought them all the way from hotels in Lagos. So many of them, he goes to Lagos, he goes to Abuja, he wants to have a rest. And then the next thing, he's disguising himself and he's in a hotel. He's already sleeping with girls and he's already bringing them back to the house. I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk. I have told him. He knows this.
You people should come out and talk.
I don't care about
you. Don't want to talk. You know what? That is what is destroying the world.
The day he ever tried, maybe I went out like this. I came back. I yesterday I not see my son for house. I told him to bear it in his mind. He will be the only suspect I know. If I ever goes out and I come back without seeing my child,
this guy knows too much.
These
guys go to hotel.
You see orphans.
And you call yourself a man of God. You can't even have one girlfriend or two.
You don't treat them wrongly.
14, 13 years. 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 Sleeping with them. 13, 14 years. Oh, God. And some people will still come out and say, he's my pastor, he's my this, leave him alone. Now, what did Apostle Chibuzor did? To buy crowd sympathy, to buy his followers sympathy. He now decided to display some people that he sponsored them to Canada or to UK or whatever. Let's listen to them. That's the picture of the family he claimed that he sent to Canada to buy sympathy.
Thank you, Jesus.
The same sympathy he bought that he collapsed. He still went ahead to buy another sympathy by claiming that he sent some family and children to Canada or to UK free, just to buy you people's sympathy, so that you continue to clap hand for him, and he will continue to destroy the world, and you will be claiming he's a man of God, he's a man of God, he's a man of God. Oh, don't judge, let God judge. In as much as you come to this life, you don't help yourself, people help you. You did not say, okay, let me fold my hands, I will help myself. God used people to help you. So if they do anything bad, God will also use people to expose them. It's written in the Bible that we should not cover them at all. When you see them, expose them. It's written in the same Bible that you and I read. Where you see, do not judge. Where you see, do not judge, so that you not be judged. You people are manipulating, misquoting Bible, misinterpreting Bible. Do not judge is for something else. It has nothing to do with all these fake pastors that is everywhere. Where God really talk about the fake pastors, you people will not preach that one. You will not quote it just to cover your atrocities, to cover your evil act, to cover. Let's listen to the family. He said,
thank you that God bless you and increase you the more.
To cover
and
up.
Give you wisdom to pilot the affairs.
Destroy many lives and bless few.
In Jesus.
That is what they're going to show you. The next one. So that people will say, oh, the same song. The same song of
family or seven, we are here to say thank you, Gio, for all what you have done for us. Father, we have made it. God has made it possible also for
this
us.
Is the same man that took care of his baby mama's children. This is the same man that even rent a house for them, a comfortable apartment, because if he has done it, it will not get to this stage. If he has taken care of those children, it will not get this stage. This is the same man who is not ready to accept his children because of what people will say. And this is the same man that will still be in the altar, and you people will be clapping hands for, and you'll be praising, and you'll be calling your man of God. They are worse than you. They are worse than you. What you people don't know is all these people that you look up to, they are worse than you. They are not evil people that you should even praise or even have anything to even do with. All what you need is...
I hope you're doing wonderful. Dr. Brilliant, I welcome you. How have you been?
I've been good. I have been busy. I have been very, very busy. I've been going.
I see. Maybe I think this guy is talking about him.
The purported ambassadorial PAP has been declared null and void with immediate effect.
So now, what? You people worship because of money, they are not real. What you people worship because of money, they are not real. All what you need is to focus on God and let everything, surrender all. Let everything be in the hands of God. Surrender us to God. When you lead down, they lay evil hands on you, they add more to your problem. They are even worse. They do rituals, they do sacrifices, and what do they use? They use human being for all this. And they come out for fame, they bless few people. How long do we want to continue? Maybe those people they are using for sacrifice, ògo ìdílé àwọn ẹlòmíì ni. Those people are to be a blessing to their family, but they will destroy their life. They will use them for rituals and use it to bless some people. And those people they used to bless will keep on having problem after, because the blessing cannot be permanent. These people that they relocated to Nigeria, a bit to UK or to Canada, they are going to suffer. Look at Happy Boys. They were even sleeping in a trash after all what he promised that he did for them, that we're all happy. Oh, these people, you see where they live. They are even hungry. They are crying because he uses evil money to bless them, and he cannot be a blessing to them. Oh, that is all for Prophet Chibuzor. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for listening to me. Share, like, and comment. Comment with sense. Comment with your own opinion. No abuse, no curse, no any derogative language on my page, please. Thank you. I end my chat now. Yep. Thank you.